Do you have a flair for African accessories and you would love to make something for yourself? I mean, just look at this beautiful Ankara earring I'm wearing. I made it, guys. So guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be showing you, or more like I'll be teaching you how to make a beautiful Ankara earring, just like what I'm wearing. Trust me, it's a very simple process. You can make this beautiful piece with what you have at home. You don't need to break your bank to make this beautiful, lovely piece. So guys, let's get to it. You need the following: Ankara fabric, jumper, light marker, earring hanger, scissors, lead pen, gum brush, punch plier, a circular object. Place your light marker on a flat surface this way. Then take your circular object, what you want to use as a circular object, place it on the light marker and draw your circle out. Since it's an earring, I have to draw two of this out. Can you see what I have? Then the next step now is to take your scissors and cut these two shapes out. I'm done cutting the two shapes out. This is my left and this is my right. Now the next step is to now take your fabric. This fabric is ironed already. I mean, you can see. You place this on the wrong side of the fabric and then you just trace it out on the fabric, just the way I'm doing it. Yeah, this way. Make sure you have space because you'll be wrapping this with the fabric. So I'm just tracing this out. Now whatever pen you are using, make sure the pen is visible. You can see what I have. This is very visible, so it's very easy for me to cut it out. Then I'll take the other here and I'll trace it out too. Now after doing this, you apply gum on the fabric and gum on the light marker. I'll apply gum here, and here. So I'm done applying gum. What you now do is you leave it to dry. So it's dried now. So I'll now take this and I'll fix it back. And you see what I have. Then you now take your scissors and cut it out. Remember, while cutting, you have to leave space because we are folding the light marker inside. Now this is what I have. Yeah. So now because this is circular, I have to make sure that all these excess here are also in circular form. So I'll take my scissors and then I will cut. I'll just trace the tip out to be in circle. Can you see what I have now? So what I did, I'll do for this too. So here's what I have. So now the next step is to now apply gum all around. So this is after applying the gum. Then I'll just leave this to dry. What I did here, I'll do for the second. When it is dried, you now take it. We're trying to wrap the light marker. Can you see what we have? We are making progress, right? Now, since I'm done doing this, I will now bend them so that it will slip. When you are doing this, you have to be careful. Make sure there is no crease at the tip of your folding so that it will not give you an issue when you're done with your earring. So this is what we're trying to achieve. Yeah, this is what we're trying to achieve. You see what I have? Can you see? So what I did, I'm going to do it for this too. Can you see? Can you see? So what we're now trying to do now is, if you look closely, you will see we have some crease at the tip of our folding. Now you now take your scissors and trim the crease so that the folded parts will be very smooth. This is after trimming the edges. You can see it's very flat and smooth. So the next step now is to now take your fabric back because we need to cover this part. Then I'll place this here this way and I'll place this here this way. Then I'll take my pen and trace this out. I'll trace it out again just like the way we did earlier. One and then 2. Can you see what I have? Now, once you are done doing this, when you want to cut this out, you have to add extra when you want to cut it out, because you are also going to fold it. I'll now take my scissors and cut it out as usual. Once you are done cutting, you will trim the excess to get a circular shape. Now this is front, this is back. Can you see? Now what we're now going to do now is you apply gum here. We're going to fold this the way we folded this, but just that the folding of this one, we don't have anything inside, so I'll apply gum all around here and then inside, so that I can be able to fold it. So you apply gum, then after applying your gum, you leave it to dry for 1 minute. So now it's actually ready. Then as usual, just the way we folded the first one, that's the same process. We're going to fold and make sure our folding rests on the line. Just watch closely and see what I'm doing. We have to be very careful while doing this, because we are trying to use this to cover the front part. So if it is too small, you have issues, and if it is too big, you have issues too. So you have to be very careful to ensure you are folding on the line so that it will cover the front part of the earring perfectly. Once that is ready, you will now take your scissors to cut out the crease. I mean, you can see the crease clearly here, so that once it's time for you to gum this to the front part, you'll be having the flat and smooth gumming. That is the essence of cutting out the crease. So once you're done with that, whatever it is you did for this fabric, we're doing the same thing for the second fabric. Once you are done with that, you will now take your gum and apply gum on the first part of the earring, that's the part carrying the light sparkle, and the second part of the earring, that's the part of that light sparkle. Then you leave to dry as usual for 1 minute. Once the two sides are dried, you will bring them together and gum them together, just like what I'm doing. I'm taking my time, I'm not rushing, because this part is very delicate to avoid making mistake. You can see what we have for the 2 earring. So that means our earring is like 80% ready now. So once you've gotten to this step, all you now need to do is to take your earring hanger and your jumper. The jumper is what is connecting the Ankara and the earring hanger together. You will now take your punch plier and measure 0.3 centimeter for you to know where you are going to punch. So once you get that point, you will take your punch plier and make a hole, just like what I did. So once you make a hole on one of the earrings, you bring the 2 earrings together and use your pen to make a point, so that you'll be punching the same place on the earring. So once you get that, you will now take your jumper and your Ankara earring. You will pass your jumper through that hole you made on your Ankara earring. Once the jumper is already on the Ankara earring, you now take your earring hanger. Now look at your earring hanger closely. You'll notice there is a tiny hole, so that hole is what you pass the jumper through. Once you've done that, you'll notice that your earring hanger and your Ankara earring are together. You repeat the same process for the other ear of the Ankara earring. So once you are done with the 2, the Ankara earring is ready for use. That is it. You can decide to be very creative about it. You can decide to probably use cowries or bead or anything just to beautify your Ankara earring. It's just on you, but this is actually what I want to do with my own earring, and that is why this is it. So once you're done with that, your Ankara earring is ready for use, and you can start rocking it. So guys, that is all on how to make an Ankara earring. I hope you give this a try, and in case you get stuck in the process of making this, feel free to ask me in the comment section and I'll do justice to replying you. And please do not forget to like this video, and most importantly, subscribe till I come your way next time. Bye. I love you.